Good morning, students. Myself Pratima Gupta. So today I am present with a new chapter, class 5th, lesson 2, adverb of degree and reason. So before going to discuss about this topic, let's see what is adverb. What are adverbs? Adverbs are words used to describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, or you can say it adds something more to the meaning of a verb also. Usually the answer to the following questions is an adverb, like how is the action being done? Where is action happening? When is the action happening? How many times is the action happening? So we will discuss about it one by one. So you can say adverbs are words that modify a verb. He drove slowly. The word slowly modifies a verb that is drove. It adds something to the meaning of the verb drove. How the action is done. He drove slowly. It also modifies an adjective. He drove a very fast car. The word very modifies the adjective that is fast. He drove a very fast car. It also modifies another adverb. She moved quite slowly down the alley. The word quite modifies the adverb slowly. She moved quite slowly down the alley. So you can say or you can learn the definition of adverb. An adverb describes or gives more information about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Let's start about its kind. We will discuss one by one, and also I will give you a little revision that few kinds of adverb that is not given in your book but you have learned in your previous class. So let's see. First is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner gives us more information about how a verb is done. It is usually placed before the verb or after the object. It means they tell us about the way an action takes place or the manner in which it took place. Or you can say it answers the question how or in what manner an action is done. See the sentences. She sings beautifully. It answers the question how. How she sings. She sings beautifully. Second sentence you can see. They walked quickly to catch the bus. How they walked? Quickly. So the word quickly tells the answer how. They walked quickly to catch the bus. Few words are given below that you can use to make sentences. And all these words are adverbs of manner like annexually, badly, beautifully, calmly, clumsily, diligently, generously, happily, kindly, lazily, neatly, patiently, politely, perfectly, quickly, rapidly, sadly, slowly, softly, sweetly, warmly. All these words are adverbs of manner. Next is adverbs of place. Adverbs of place helps a speaker express where the verb is happening. They are usually placed after the main verb or object or at the end of the sentence. It means they indicate where an action takes place, or also you can say it answers the question where. where the action is done. See the sentences. I have lived here for about 2 years. Where he has lived, I have lived here. Where the action is done, here. So the word here is adverbs of place. Peter is sitting close to me. Where Peter is sitting? Peter is sitting close to me. So the word close is adverb of place. It answers where the action is done. So downside, as you can see, few words are given, that is adverbs of place, and you can use to make sentences like above, below, everywhere, here, in, inside, into, nowhere, out, outside, there, backward, down, near, nearby. All these words you can use to make sentence or to show in every sentence where the action is done. Next is adverbs of time. Adverbs of time tell us when a verb takes place. We usually place adverbs of time at the end of a sentence. It means they tell us about the time of action, or you can say it answers the questions when the action is done. We recently bought a new car. When they bought a new car? Recently. So the word recently tells the answer of the question when the action is done. When they bought a new car. We recently bought a new car. I have to go now. When the subject have to go now? I have to go now. The word now is adverbs of time. It tells us when the action is done. So downside, as you can see, few more words are given, that is the example of adverbs of time, and you can use to make sentences, that is already, ago, before, yet, never, recently, during, sometimes, today, so far, soon, yesterday, lately, just, tomorrow. All these words are adverbs of time that you can use to make any sentence or to tell us when the action is done. Next is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency helps a speaker let us know how often something happens. They indicate how often an action takes place, and they answer the question how often. I always read a book before I go to bed. How often I read a book? I always read a book. I get paid monthly. How often I get paid? Monthly. So the word always and monthly are adverbs of frequency. It answers the question how often the action is done. How often I read a book before I go to bed? I always read a book before I go to bed. How often I get paid? I get paid monthly. And downside, few words are given, that is all these words are adverbs of frequency that you can use to give the answer how often the action is done. So the words are always, never, normally, rarely, seldom, generally, sometimes, usually, often, again, once, occasionally. So in this chart, as you can see, all these words are adverb of frequency. But when you will use which adverb of frequency? So you can use this chart that when you think never, when the action is done, like 0%, I never go to the cinema, I don't like it. When you are doing something that is 100%, always you are doing, she always goes to the nightclub to dance. Usually when the chances is 90%, they usually quarrel. Normally it gives the chances 80%. I normally go to the gym. Often, they often go out for dinner. For 50%, sometimes go with my husband. 30%, that is occasionally, I occasionally eat junk food. 10%, seldom, perhaps I seldom read the newspaper. 5%, hardly ever, I hardly ever drink alcohol. 0% means never. I never go to the cinema. I don't like it. According to this chart, the way the percentages are given, it shows how often an action takes place. Next is adverbs of degree. It is given in your chapter. Adverbs of degree helps a speaker express the intensity of a verb or extent to which something happens. They indicate the intensity of an action and answer the question how much the action is done. I am so excited about moving to Paris. How much I excited? So excited. So the word so tell us how much or the intensity of an action. Kate is very beautiful. How much Kate is beautiful? Also the word very is adverbs of degree and it tells the intensity of the beautiful. That how much Kate is beautiful. Kate is very beautiful. So the words so and very are adverbs of degree. They indicate the intensity of an action or also it tells the answer of the question how much. So downside few words are given. All these words are adverbs of degree that you can use to make sentences or to indicate the intensity of an action or to tell the question how much. These words are almost, enough, hardly, just, nearly, quite, simply, so, too, fully, perfectly, terribly. All these words we can use in a sentence to indicate the intensity of an action or to tell us to give the answer of the question how much the action is done. One more kind that is new, it is given in your book, but before this just see this chart how you will use adverb of degree in the sentence. Example is given, the soup was too salty. This coffee is very hot. You are working hard enough. I was just leaving. The movie has almost finished. I have nearly finished my homework. This book is quite interesting. You have hardly touched your dinner. I completely forgot to buy milk. It's extremely difficult to find a job these days. All these words like too, very, enough, just, almost, nearly, quite, hardly, completely, extremely, all these words that we have used in all these sentences, they tell us, they indicate the intensity of an action, how much the action is done. Next is, now this is the new kind of adverb that is given in your book in this class, that is adverb of reason. Adverb of reason is used to express the purpose of action in a sentence. It helps to describe why something happened. It tells us the reason, the purpose of an action in a sentence. It is used to connect sentences that would not make sense if they were formed alone. Example: he therefore does not want to talk to me. Kabir was hence neglected by the teachers. The bell rang, so he left the school. Since it is hot, I am very tired. On account of rain, the match was postponed. So the words therefore, hence, so, since, account of, all these words are adverb of reason that express the purpose of action in these sentences, or to describe why something happened. Few more examples you can see, that is adverb of reason or purpose. I was sick, thus did not go to work today. As the subject was sick, this is the reason that the subject did not go to work today. So the word thus shows the reason, tells the reason why something happened. Next is take the raincoat lest it starts raining. Because I was late, I jogged a little faster. I started jogging so that I would not be late. She is not only intelligent but also beautiful. I started running so that I did not miss the bus. All these sentences, the words thus, lest, because, so that, but, so that, all these adverb of reason we have used to tell the why something happened. What is the reason behind the action? So you can say that it tells us the reason, or it answers the question why something happened. I hope student it is understood this chapter. Just see the video, listen the words carefully, just go through your chapter, and the words as example I have shown you, try to make sentences from your side. If after watching the video, if you have any doubt, you can ask during online class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Keep learning. Stay healthy.